Meta's Oversight Board is fine with leaving manipulated content on Facebook. Qualcomm revealed the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 chip, and FoloToy's AI teddy bear is back on sale following its brief foray into BDSM. You could say they ironed out the kinks? It's Wednesday, November 26th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. Apparently, misleading protest videos are welcome to stay on Facebook now. Meta's Oversight Board has ruled that the company was right to leave up a manipulated video that made footage of a Serbian protest look like it took place in Holland and was in support of Rodrigo Duterte, former president of the Philippines. A user reshared it within days of Duterte's March 2025 extradition to the International Criminal Court in the Netherlands. The original video gained additional audio and captions, including chants of Duterte and the song My Country, which accompanied many Filipino 1980s anti-martial law protests played in Tagalog. About 100,000 users viewed the manipulated video alongside hundreds of shares. Meta's automated systems flagged the video as potential misinformation and lowered its visibility for non-U.S. users. But despite it being added to the fact-checking queue, the high volume of posts meant it was never reviewed. Fact-checkers in the Philippines checked some similar viral videos and labeled them as false. It reached the attention of the Oversight Board only after a separate Facebook user reported this video and appealed it when Meta left the content up. But the Oversight Board now says it agrees with Meta's decision to leave a completely inaccurate protest video public. It just noted that Meta should have given the video a high-risk label because it contained a digitally altered photorealistic video with a high risk of deceiving the public during a significant public event. How something with that description merits staying up on Facebook is very unclear. The Oversight Board further states that Meta should have prioritized a video of this nature getting fact-checked. Moving forward, it recommends that Meta create a separate fact-checking queue for any content of a similar nature to what has been fact-checked in that market, and that fact-checkers should have improved tools to more swiftly find misleading viral media. It also wants Meta to better describe its labels for manipulated media so users can understand the criteria. Meta notably suspended its fact-checking program in the U.S. in January, opting instead for community nodes. However, it's now looking at expanding that system to other countries and has asked the Oversight Board for advice on locations. Qualcomm just revealed the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5, the appropriately named second member of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 line. This follows the Gen 5 Elite, which was first revealed back in September. The standard Gen 5 is still a powerful mobile system on a chip with a top clock speed of 3.8 GHz. That's slightly lower than the Elite's top speed of 4.6 GHz, but still nothing to sneeze at. It includes a custom-built Orion CPU and boasts speed-enhancing features like matrix acceleration. The company says the platform offers a 36% performance improvement when compared to Snapdragon 7, along with a 76% increase in web browsing responsiveness. The SoC also features the Qualcomm Adreno GPU, just like the Elite, which unlocks higher clock speeds and boosts gaming and graphics performance by 11%. Now, this is a chip intended for modern smartphones, so it also has been designed for AI. It boasts the company's proprietary sensing hub technology that combines microphone and sensor inputs to detect a user's intent to speak. It's capable of on-device AI processing due to the Qualcomm Hexagon NPU. The company says this will enable agentic AI assistants to deliver context-aware interactions and personalized suggestions. Now, that's corporate speak for it does stuff and says stuff. Qualcomm says these chips will begin showing up in mobile devices in the coming weeks. The company named OnePlus as a partner, and that organization did just announce a brand new smartphone that was suspiciously devoid of any real specs. A brand spanking new FoloToy teddy bear can be yours once again. However, he may now be less knowledgeable about spanking. The infamous Kumma children's AI teddy bear, once an expert in BDSM and knife fetching, is back on sale. The company claims the toy now has stronger child safety protections in place. The Singapore-based FoloToy suspended sales of Kumma last week after a research group published an eyebrow-raising report. The U.S. Public Interest Research Group Education Fund found that the fuzzy little teddy had a few spicy secrets. The review discovered that the AI toy had a thing for blades and kinky bedroom play. The bear had no problem suggesting where to find knives in the home, and it not only replied to sexual prompts but also expanded on them. Researchers say it ran with their explicit cues, escalating them in graphic detail and introducing new sexual concepts of its own. It explained sex positions, gave step-by-step instructions for sexual bondage, and detailed various role-playing scenarios. Who knew Kumma had it in him? Although it's hard not to laugh at the absurdity of it all, this stuff is no joke for parents. With the tech industry pushing AI everything on us for the last 3 years, it's easy for a casual observer to conclude that it's all very safe, regulated, and ready for vulnerable eyes and ears. The Public Interest Research Group did acknowledge that young children were unlikely to have prompted the bear with the term like kink. Older siblings may have been another story, though. Still, the group's tests highlighted a shockingly lax approach to content moderation on a child's toy. In its statement announcing Kumma's return, FoloToy boasted that it was the only company of the 3 targeted in the review to suspend sales. Could it be that it's less about principles and more about it being the only one that really got media coverage? Yeah. The company described the bear's short hiatus as a full week of rigorous review, testing, and reinforcement of our safety modules. A whole week, huh? Before his trip to AI rehab, Kumma was advertised as being powered by GPT-4o. Following the Public Interest Research Group's review, OpenAI told the organization that it had suspended FoloToy for violating its policies. The bear's new listing makes no mention of GPT-4o or any specific AI models. Thanks for listening. There's more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Sarah Fielding, Lawrence Bonk, and Will Shanklin, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your holiday. I'll be back on Friday with more tech news from Engadget.